Happy Thoughtful Thursday, guys. I hope you're doing amazing. I am traveling, but that's why I want to talk about this one today is a little bit different and is how to stay on track when you're traveling. The first thing I want to say is that it's a commitment, and you work so hard to get so far, to lose a certain amount of weight or to finally get those habits locked in, and then you go on a trip and it all goes to hell in a handbasket. And that is not what you want to do. And we talk about vacation all the time. There is a way to make choices and go on vacation and still enjoy vacation and not come back 10 pounds overweight. Okay, that is a different conversation. What I really want to do is give you some tactical things that I do when I travel so that you can do those. So first and foremost, I plan, okay? I call the hotel, I find out if they have a gym, I make sure that I'm near a gym because I'm gonna plan differently with my workouts if I know they don't have a gym. I wanna remind you, you can do this in your hotel. You do not need a big space, and your workouts come there everywhere with you. There are a ton of workouts you can do with no equipment, so you can literally look that up. I think I have it in the files. You should double check. If I don't, please remind me. I would love to get that up there. There is a whole list of workouts you can do with no equipment. Lava. Lava is out right now, and it is all no equipment. So there's no excuses to not get that workout in, okay? And then if I bring my ball, if I'm gonna need that, you can deflate it completely. I almost always bring that, and I always bring bands with me just for an extra workout. They can go right in my suitcase, super, super easy. Now let's talk the biggest challenge, and that is food, okay? So first of all, the very first thing I do is I also call the hotel and see if they have a microwave in the lobby and hopefully a fridge in my room. And if they do, I am literally going to go shopping and get the food that I need. I don't know if you guys can see that in there. This is, oh my God. You guys know me, you know I'm not redoing this. These are eggs. Here is my creamer. This is coconut yogurt. That is sausage. That is broccoli, bananas, berries, right there, okay? So you can see, and I have oatmeal, and of course, what do I always travel with? Shakeology. So do not tell me that you can't do this. That's just an excuse. You can say you don't want to do this. That is different, and I don't think you should do that, but it is doable. So just know that when you travel, you can do this. And then here's what I do. I always make sure I get a really, really solid breakfast. And then also, you guys, I make sure I bring all my supplements with me, okay? Get a really, really solid breakfast. Lunch is gonna be a salad with protein on it. You can literally find that anywhere. Even at like some crappy drive-thrus, you can find a crappy salad, but it's better than other options. And then for dinner, honestly, guys, if I'm on vacation, I'm gonna choose what I want, and that is probably gonna be wine. You guys know I love my wine, but that means I can still eat great food, and that is steak or chicken or fish, right? And then get the vegetables in a salad. Like, you can totally stay on track. Here's the thing, look at the sauces. Make sure you tell them sauces on the side. Make sure you tell them no oil, no gluten. Talk to them. Take the croutons off. If you're on gut protocol, tell them to take the cheese off. It is absolutely doable. So here's to traveling. Here's to keeping it super successful and staying on track, guys, because you don't want to come home after a trip and be like, I just undid all the work that you did. You don't want to do that. So prep and plan, and then execute the plan, okay? You have to do it. So set that alarm early, get up, get that workout in. You're gonna be so glad you did. All right, if you have other tips for travel, please drop them. I'd love to hear them.